Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is your choice of saddle. I'm looking at 3 saddles today. The Brooks B17, Brooks Cambium, this is what's called the carved version, the cutout, and what I would describe as a regular saddle, a gel saddle. Now look at the main performance differences between the 3 and explain what I prefer and why. Just as a bit of a background, I will say I've ridden extensively on all 3 of these saddles. I've done multi-day tours on all 3. I've done 100-mile days on all 3. So I'm speaking from experience. Yeah, my bottom knows about these 3 saddles. Right, so if we start with the first saddle that most of you are probably familiar with, and possibly what you have now if you're watching this video, and that's a regular gel saddle. The way that this works is, obviously there's padding in the saddle. You've got your rails, and then you've got a rigid frame. In this example, it's some sort of plastic, sometimes a carbon fibre to make them lighter. But either way, you've got a rigid frame there. So there's no actual give in the saddle. That frame is very rigid, and the padding that you've got, if you like, the comfort bringer is whatever's used on the top, normally a gel or foam or a combination of the 2. Now when you first sit on that saddle, your sit bones, your bottom, will feel the benefit of that gel. And you sit on that saddle and you can feel that, and you've got some sort of comfort there pretty much straight away. Now I think this is what leads to some people trying a Brooks for the first time and not getting on with it. As I say, I've ridden this saddle over many miles. It's a decent saddle. I'm not criticising this saddle at all. I'm just looking at the type of saddle that it is. What I find is above sort of 30-40 miles with a conventional saddle, and I've tried many, you start to get a bit of numbness down below. I, like many other people, I think, thought that was normal, and thought that was what you would get from riding a bike on a little saddle for many hours. That was until I discovered this. It's the Brooks B17. It's a leather saddle. Okay. Now, if you feel that, it sort of feels like leather. It's pretty tough. There's no padding on there whatsoever. It is just a sheet of leather over a frame. But what this has that a regular saddle doesn't is, because it's leather, it's got flex. You can see it flexes there. And the way that it works in effect is that the leather, the saddle itself, is shaped, and then it's suspended between the front and back fixing points. So if you think about it, it's a little bit like a hammock suspended between the 2. Now the benefit of that is, over time, what causes numbness in your bottom is the vibrations coming up from riding the bike for a long time. Vibrations come up through the bike and eventually into the saddle and your bum. Now, because that's suspended, what it constantly does is flexes as you're riding, and that flex is what takes the vibrations out. So on a longer ride, don't suffer with a numb bottom anymore. It just doesn't happen with this saddle. The other benefit to this saddle is, with this saddle, that's the shape of the saddle, that's what it is. You've got a little bit of give in the padding to conform to your shape to some extent, but you know, the padding's sort of working back against you at that. This saddle, because it's leather, it will actually change shape slightly. There are indentations there that come from your sit bones, so it will accommodate your sit bones perfectly over time, and so it starts to fit you like a glove. When you first sit on one of these saddles, if you've never sat on one before, and I've seen lots of people commenting on different forums and such as to how uncomfortable they are, well, I think if you're doing sort of local short commutes and such, then yes, This saddle, you jump on there, it's instantly, you've got that bit of padding and comfort, and you'll be fine. If you're doing longer days, if you're doing days in the woods and such, trails, that sort of thing, again, a lot of vibration, believe you me, this is your saddle. Okay, so having said that, I got a third option, and that's the Brooks Cambium, which is the new one they brought out. The disadvantage to the leather one, if there is a disadvantage, is that obviously you've got to care for the leather. It's not a difficult job, and I have got a video on YouTube showing you how to do that. Have a look at that if you're interested in that. But just show you how to take care of this saddle. The Cambium, I tried the Cambium because sometimes as I'm touring and such, obviously the bike's needs to be left out overnight occasionally, and you can get rain and such on the saddle. The leather, it's not a good idea to subject it to that. You can get covers for them and such, of course, but I just thought I'd try the Cambium as it's less fuss. The Cambium's made from rubber, natural rubber. Works on exactly the same principle as the B17, where it's suspended between the back and the front. So again, no padding, but as you can see, you've got the same flex in that saddle. It flexes and flexes in at the side as well. This is the carved, as I say. I find them more comfortable anyway. With the regular saddle, I use the carved to get the cuts out again. Having to compare these two, I would say that the B17 has a slight edge over the Cambium. The Cambium was more comfortable straight out of the box, and there's not a lot in it. When I say more comfortable, yeah, I've never had a problem with the Cambium. I've never had a sore bum riding on the Cambium. It's less fuss. There's not a lot to choose between it. It's more on style and such. They're similarly priced, so it's whichever you prefer. But I think, as I say, I've seen lots of people on different reviews and such saying, oh, I sat on a Brooks saddle, a Cambium, whatever. It was like sitting on a wooden plank. Well, yes, at first you're going to miss that padding. If you're used to the padding, you'll miss it slightly at first. But once you get used to a Brooks, and particularly if you're doing longer trips, I don't think you can beat them. The choice is yours. That's my experience of the Brooks versus a decent gel saddle, and that's a decent saddle. I think that cost me about £80, that Specialized saddle, and yeah, I'm not faulting that saddle. It's just the difference between the regular saddle and the Brooks system. I'd go for the Brooks every time. Thanks for listening. Hope you found that useful. If so, please give me a like. Consider subscribing to see more. I've got lots of tours and such coming up shortly, and some winter camps as well. So it'll be good to see you again. Cheers.